and go.
Welcome to the What's Going On podcast.
What's going on?
Please note that the views and opinions expressed in this podcast are those of the host and guest and do not reflect those of our sponsors. This show is for informational and entertainment purposes only and should not be considered professional advice.
Take that.
Listener discretion is advised.
Damn right.
What's going on, everybody?
What's going on, people?
It's your boy Ninja,
This is XP Early Bird.
and this is
What's going on podcast?
What is Going On, my people. Konnichiwa. How you doing? Hello. Good evening if you're somewhere where it's dark. Yeah. Thank you. So we're back for another pretty fly episode. We got a lot of good shit to talk about.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
But before we get into that, I always like to start and ask my boy Earl how he's doing, Mr. XP himself in the house.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? I am doing okay. I woke up, I feel good, I feel great. However, my Xbox One crashed on me, man.
Wait. You didn't tell me this? This is news to me, everybody.
It happened.
It must have happened last night. Because I saw you popped on last night.
Well, I have an Xbox Series X, and I still have my last gen Xbox, which is the Xbox One. And the Xbox, my last gen Xbox, that's the one that messed up on me because I was watching YouTube and it paused, the video just stopped playing, and I was wondering if it was the internet connection, but the internet connection was fine. So I tried to cut it off, but it wouldn't cut off. So I had to unplug it from the wall. But as I was listening to the little fan thing or whatever, and it's like you hear this little
like a whining noise.
It was more like a tinkering or like something
got stuck in that bitch.
Yeah. And I unplugged it, plug it back up, see if it'll work, and it'll cut on, but it won't. Like the TV won't recognize it. So, I don't know what to do, man.
How old is your Xbox?
I bought it. I want to say I bought that because I upgraded in 2020.
Shit. Yeah, no warranty on that bitch.
And upgraded in 2020, and I'm not gonna lie, man. Like I used the hell out of that thing.
And that you're talking about the Series X, the stand-up black box, right?
No, see, that white one right here?
That's the one that got fucked up.
Yeah, that's the last gen.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
I thought you had the.
I do.
One. Oh, okay.
I do.
Okay.
But see, that's like my when I'm not gaming. So that's like my YouTube, my
yeah.
Like that's what that one for that TV.
Yeah, media box.
While I'm sitting here, this is my gaming setup right here, and I got the Xbox X down here.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, man, it went out on me. I can't even say I'm mad I'm upset that I lost it, but I will say, man, I used the hell out of that thing.
Yeah.
To be completely honest with you, I thought the way that I was using it, I thought it would tear up on me like a lot sooner, but it didn't. So they shout out to Microsoft, man. They built a really tough machine, man. Cause I run that thing 24/7, bro.
Yeah,
24/7.
I have several Xboxes. I actually just gave one to my homeboy for his daughter, but I have that one in the back. I still have it. And I'm gonna tell you, we used the shit out of that box. I'm talking about when I first bought it. I bought it when it came out, and I gave it with Jaden's Xbox, right? And then from Jaden, Adam's Xbox, and then after Adam, we bought him a new Xbox, Jessica's Xbox, and then after Jessica, she got another Xbox. That Xbox got retired, so it's literally sitting in the closet right now. And I'm talking about we used the fuck out of it, and I never had no issues with it. So that's why I was a little
Yeah.
surprised when you said that Xbox went out. I thought maybe your new Xbox went out because I don't know much. I mean, I know a lot about it, but
Yeah.
it's fairly new compared to that one. That one should
Yeah.
be indestructible at some
Yeah.
point. You know what I mean? So, but the only thing I'm thinking of that usually happens with those Xboxes because they lay flat, the dust sits on the fan and it overheats the box to the point where the fan can't keep up with the heat because there's so much dust. I don't know if you ever cleaned it, but to be quite honest, whether you're a clean or dirty person, it really doesn't matter. That shit collects a lot of dust. Like, bro, I wipe off my PlayStation. I wipe my games off at least maybe once or twice a month when I do a deep cleaning of my stuff. And dust will get all over those components in the fan and just in everything. And the dust gets heavy. Sounds crazy, but the dust gets heavy for the fans after a while.
Yeah.
And it'll throw the fan off or not. It won't spin as fast as it needs to cool shit off. And it'll overheat your GPU, your CPU. And then that's when you get like either the blank screen or the colorful screen. You know, like the rainbow looking shit. So yeah, but if you not want to ever clean out and open your Xbox up and clean it, which I'm not expecting people to do because they obviously think they don't have to, but it's probably some shit like that. I guarantee it. Dust and dirt is the biggest console killer, bro. You'll be surprised.
Well, I haven't cleaned it in a while. So I think I'm gonna take it to work tomorrow and see if I can blow because we gotta blow it. So I just use a blower to
just make sure it's not too strong. I should have blown.
Not too strong.
But I should have break
that,
the fuck out.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I've seen people do shit like that too.
But yeah, I'm gonna no, just hit it real light, clean it out, then plug it back up, see if it works. Because I really like the Xbox One for what I use it for.
Yeah.
Like, and I don't want to have to buy another. I don't want to upgrade to like a Series S because if I buy another Xbox, it's gonna be like the new gen.
Yeah.
So I don't want to buy a Series S just to have it.
Yeah.
To
do that. Yeah. No, I feel you. It's crazy because all right. So Jaden has an Xbox X black box. Adam has one now too because we bought them for Christmas for them. Jessica has that Series S, the X version, but the white one, the small one. She has that one, and I have an X big black box, right? And then before that, I had one of those, and I had the one that came after that one, which was the black series. Right. Yeah. So I had at one point I had 6 Xboxes in my house. Bro, it was nuts. And then before that, I sold one to my boy E at work, which was the original Xbox series of that stature. And
the big,
the original.
Black, I still got that one.
I sold that one to him for like $100 because it was once they were just getting old quick. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I just updated everybody's Xboxes because like the kids started complaining because there was some games you couldn't play on those anymore.
Yeah.
Like Power World. There was a bunch of games that me and Adam were trying to play on that Xbox and it would not let us play. It kept saying that your Xbox was not capable of playing these games. So I was like, what the fuck? And it's the same fucking Xbox. It just has a different, obviously graphic card. So
certain games when you on the market, certain games, if you look at the thumbnail, it's just the thumbnail.
Yeah.
And then some thumbnails have the X and the S on the bottom of it. And if you see that X and the S on it, then the last gen, they're not able to play the game.
And I think that's what kind of fucks people up is because they think when they buy Xbox, because see, Xbox has this thing where it's like, oh, you can play your games anywhere on any Xbox or anytime. Yeah. But they don't explain how that works. So a lot of people don't get how that works. So they think, oh, I'll just buy an Xbox, I can play my game. No. If you buy this Xbox, you could play certain games on it because of the graphic chip, obviously. But if you have Xbox Game Pass Pro, you can play any game anywhere. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But if you don't have Xbox Pro, regular Xbox is not working the same. You know what I'm saying? And they don't make that clear. That shit is like, if you're not a gamer, you don't know how that works.
But even if you are a gamer, that thing can still get confusing. And that's my like one of like 2 complaints that I have about Xbox. It's like, bro, you're doing too much.
Yeah,
Just make a console and put it out. This
yeah,
X and this S and this all this other stuff, like it's too confusing. Just put
yo,
out a console, and if people buy it, they buy it. If they don't, they don't.
I agree. I'm just saying, back in oh god, every time I say this, I think about my boy. Back in the day, when you bought a console, like you just bought it.
Yeah.
The only thing grandma had to get confused is whether it was a Sega or a Nintendo. Because I remember old people back in the day saying, I got, back in the day, I got my son a Sega Genesis Nintendo. I'm like, no, it was either one or the other. Like they buy, like that was the only confusion was how to say the name. But the console was the console. You know what I'm saying? There was no Nintendo S. There was no Nintendo U, no Sega. So now you got like Xbox, Xbox One S, Xbox X, Xbox Series
Yeah.
X,
It's
Xbox
just too
Series
much.
S. So at one point, I was confused. I'm like, wait a minute, do I have a Series X or do I have a Xbox One X? And I'm like, oh, the One X is older than the Series X, and I was like, bro, this shit is.
It's too much. It's too much.
I'm
Way
like,
too much.
bro, that's why I like PlayStation. They keep it dead ass serious. They're like PlayStation 5.
And that's it. And
They
either you
say,
gonna buy the PlayStation 5 or you're not gonna buy it.
yeah,
There's no PlayStation 5 X,
oh,
there's no PlayStation
oh,
5 S.
if they really want to get funky, you ready? PlayStation 5 Pro. Like that's it. Like the Japanese keep it dead ass simple. Like,
Yeah.
yo, we're not trying to make this shit way more complicated than it needs to be. We want grandma to go into the store and be like, I need a PlayStation. And when the GameStop guy says which one or what kind,
They're gonna be stuck.
the PlayStation 5 one, the latest one, that's all they have to say. They know they whip out a PlayStation 5 and that's all they have to give them.
Yeah.
If you tell somebody, yo, I need an Xbox, they can be like, which one? We're like, we got 7 of them available. Which one do you need? We got the one Series 1S X. We got the Xbox One XX. I'm like,
I think that's why they don't sell the way they need to, because it's too confusing. You don't want to spend $700 on the wrong thing.
yeah, dude. And then when you go back to Best Buy, you're like, yo, I bought the wrong shit. They're like,
Yeah.
fuck you. It sucks to suck.
Not our fault.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I
Yeah.
agree.
Yeah.
Microsoft, please, you make
just
good systems. Just get the
just
name right, bro.
yeah.
It's not that
Yes.
hard to come up with a name that just boom. I mean, Samsung did it for mad long. Samsung Galaxy. Before Galaxy, it was the Nexus or Nexus, whatever. But it was one fucking name, Galaxy. That was it. Everything fell under the Galaxy name. And if it was a tablet, it was a Galaxy Tab. If it was a phone, it was a Galaxy 1 or 22. Like, bro, whatever. Anyway, so yeah, okay, so your Xbox crapped out. That sucks, but at least you got a backup, so you good.
Yeah.
How
How you been, bro?
I'm chilling, yo. Everything is cooling over here. The weather's starting to really get funky over here and nice. Work has been good. I've been enjoying work the last couple of days because the weather's been really nice. So I've had, like I told you before, man, work it's really soothing. Like it's weird to say this, but it's not. It's so easy. It's so easy and simple. I don't have to like overthink shit. Like
Mm-hmm.
I just do certain things and then it's done. Because when you work, I don't know because I've never had a city job. This is my first city job.
Mm-hmm.
So I've always worked for like dealerships and private organizations and whatnot. So they're always like, foot to the neck and, you gotta, just always busy, busy, busy. You know what I'm saying? Like like taking a break it's a bad thing, shit like that. Like they just look at you like, yo, we busy. If you could hold a wall up, you could do something. Like I always heard that stupid saying and I hate it. But yeah, when you work for the city, it's more chill and laid back. Like, you got to do a lot of fuck shit, but like, I don't have nobody breathing down my neck. You know what I'm saying? So it's not bad. Like, I enjoy it. It's not bad.
Good, man. Good.
Some days I'll be at work and I'm like, yo, I can't believe I'm doing this. Like, I'm not like I'm doing this. This is so easy. Like, this is like I'll be chilling with the other guys at work and we're just sitting there, just cutting, talking shit, cutting up, and like. It don't feel like I work sometimes,
Yeah.
which I think is a good feeling. You know what I'm saying? I enjoy it sometimes. I mean, the politics are there sometimes, but I try not to let it bother me too much, or I stay out of it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like when we have meetings and shit like that, I'm like, I listen to listen, but I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't get involved in any of that shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't do the, I socialize with the people I'm with, but I don't do like anymore. This is just me. I don't do the like the breakfasts and the lunches. I don't attend any of those. I don't go to them. I don't care to mingle with people anymore. Unless I know you, is different. But I don't want to mingle with people. I don't want to meet new people. I'm fine. Just the people that I have to deal with and work with. That's it. I'm good.
Yeah. I'm the same way.
I don't want to meet new friends. I don't want to make new friends. If they come along, that's fine. But I'm not out there looking to be your best friend. I'm not.
And the main reason why I'm that way, because on the job, when you make friends on the job, whoever whoever those people like, you have to like, and whoever those
Right.
people hate, you have to hate.
Yeah.
And it's like they're constantly back and forth. I can't stand this person. I can't stand that person. I can't
Yeah.
stand this guy. This guy this guy's that. And you kind of sort of caught in the middle. Like I have no issue with this person. I have no issue with that person. So why do I have to choose between who I'm going to be friends with? When really and truly, I don't really care about neither one of you guys. To be honest
Yeah.
with you.
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm
That's
saying? So
real. That's real.
that's why I don't. When it comes to the job, hey man, I laugh and talk with you in the moment. Once you walk off, that situation is done. Once I clock out, I'm not trying to hang out. Hey, you want to go? Hey, we're going to the bar. We're going to get something to eat. Nah, I'm going home. I've
Yeah.
been around you guys for 8 hours all day. I'm not trying to be around you no more, no longer, no more. I'm
Yeah.
going home. So
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
yeah, that's how I feel
No, I agree with you on that
about
shit
work, man.
because I'll tell you right now, bro, from all the shit that I've been through at work, whether it was back in the day or now, it
Mhm.
always stems from you hanging out with somebody and inheriting their beef.
That's what it is.
Me, the way I was, and I had to change my mindset, bro. This shit was crazy. Because I told you, I went to, when I was doing counseling, I was doing therapy. For the little time I did therapy, I did it for maybe a couple months, right? Almost a year, I think. I can't remember. I don't know. It was a little bit though. I had to learn that I don't need to be all right. So I don't want to say loyal, but I don't have to be loyal to people who I've just met off the rip. You know what I'm saying? I
Right,
don't have to give you my like all of me
right,
all the time.
right.
So for instance, if I'm at a job and I meet you and you're cool and we cut up and we become friends and months go by and we're cool and then all of a sudden I know you don't like so this person. Now I'm in a position where I have to choose whether I get along with that person or
Hmm.
not because you don't get along with them. So now you think I'm an asshole because I get along with that person and you, but I'm not. You think I'm not loyal to you. I don't have to be loyal to you to a default at work.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Like you're
Yeah,
saying,
because I think for us, like we have a hard time of understanding personal and business, right? And I think we have to go through trouble to understand that yo, this is my personal life, and this is what really matters. This is just business. And when it's business is business. So it's like, yes, I get along with this person at work, but do I really hang out with this person outside of work, or do we just get along at work? You see what
right,
I'm saying? And so because you kind of see it as a friendship on the job, you're kind of trying to apply personal rules to the business world,
right,
but it doesn't really work that way. And like I say, you just kind of have to end up in some trouble or whatever. Say, yo, you know what? If it's work, it's work. If it's business, it's business. But this over here, this is my personal life, and this is what really matters, and this is what I'm willing to crash out for.
yeah,
So yeah, I mean, and I just thank God that I learned that at an early age, man. Just
yeah,
yo, this is work, this is business. Leave that right there where it's at, man.
yeah. And like I said, bro, I would have my loyalty will be to a default
Hmm.
when I meet somebody. I was that nigga that would be like, yo, if I met you first, you my boy, and we cool, I'm loyal to you no matter what. And that was always some street shit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah,
And I think that's where I got it from because
yeah.
like I grew up with homies and I was loyal to them. And if we ain't like the dudes up the block, then guess what? We battling. it was that mindset that I
Yeah.
had for the longest time, even, and I would bring that into work once I
Yeah.
started learning once I transitioned from being in the hood and hanging out with my friends to working force,
Mhm.
trying to transition my thoughts to an adult, which obviously
Mhm.
took me a while to understand this shit. But I brought that shit into work, and me thinking that my boss or whoever I rock with, I had to be loyal to them, like some gang shit. And
Yeah.
it's crazy because
Yeah.
they'll throw you under the bus to keep their job. It's the same thing like in the streets. If somebody gets caught up selling some shit, they're throwing you under the bus to get out of jail. Like you might
Yeah.
have maybe one real ass nigga out there that might not snitch and take the whole bid. But let's
Mhm.
keep it real. Dudes are not built like that. You know what I'm
Nope.
saying? Most people snitch. Same thing at work. You get into some shit, your boss is gonna throw you under that bus to keep his work. And then
Yeah.
what? What happened to your loyalty? That shit all goes out the window. So that's what I'm saying. Like my loyalty was to a fault, and I don't do that shit no more. Like I tell people, yo, this is how real I am. I tell people at work when I meet them, if we cool, we cool, but don't ever get it fucked up. If you ever disrespect me at work, I could know you 7 minutes or 7 years and we'll be friends. But you disrespect me or you do something that I don't like, I will lose my shit on you. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't get it fucked up. If you at work, we at work. Just because we cool at work doesn't mean I won't like lose my shit on you. Like it's just that simple. And I've had plenty of people at work that I thought were friends, and I had to switch up sides because they were just grimy dudes. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? They were just
Yeah.
grimy dudes, and that's what it is. And like I said, I have people I care about now. But with that being said, work shit, like I don't give a fuck. I tell niggas at work now, I'll be like, yo, when I go home, I don't think about any of y'all. I'll like if I call you for something, we talk, fine, whatever. You need help, call me. That's cool. But once I leave here, I'm not thinking about y'all. I feel the same way. I don't want to go. You know how many times niggas be like, "Yo, you want to come and chill, go get something to eat after work?" I'm like, "Nah, I'm good."
Yeah, man.
No, it's like, "Oh, you don't want to get out, go get something to eat?" Like, nah, I want to go home. I want to go play a game with my wife or hang out with my kids. I don't want to hang out with you. And it's nothing. And I always tell them like, "Yo, don't take it personal. This is just me, but I don't want to hang out with you." And niggas be looking at me like I'm weird because like, yo, this nigga's mad rude. I don't want to go outside. Like I went one time to lunch with a group of guys from work here just
Mhm.
recently, one time. And I only went because it was at a place that I really like to eat. And I like the Philly cheesesteak there. So I was like, you know what? It's fine. I had the day off the next day. So I was like, all right, cool. I went.
Mhm.
But like I wouldn't, that's a rare. You could ask anybody. You could ask Matt, you could ask Alex. Like those were probably the only couple guys I'll go eat lunch. I would eat lunch with them, but like after I left like Volkswagen and all that shit, I started moving different. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
but yeah, I didn't really care for going out with lunch and dinners after work. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit was
Yeah.
just always weird.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's pretty much it, dog. Just lifing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But all right. Well, I guess enough about us. People were like, "Yo, get to the topic." Like, I be talking too much shit. Yo, but before I even get into the topics real quick, I just want to say I always forget, and but if you can, it'll be a real great helping if you like, share, subscribe. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like, oh, not. I mean, I don't want to say I don't care. I would appreciate it, but I really don't care. But it will help the channel grow. So yeah, if you like fucking with us, like, share, subscribe. If you don't like fucking with us, then why are you even watching? And then like, share, subscribe so you can hate on us later. I don't care. I don't know. Like it's so weird. People, yo, man, I sound like I'm rambling real quick, but I just want to get this out there. I was testing out this theory, right?
Mhm.
And you're gonna laugh, but there was this thing I was testing out. So lately, I've been going on Facebook and I'll read like, I don't know, a post. Let's just say the easiest shit to get people ticked off on right now is anything Donald Trump, right? Anything. So I'll read like a post that says Donald Trump is, making America great again, right? Let's say it's a positive post about him.
Mhm.
I like to go on there and read the comments. Most of the comments are, pretty even sided. You know what I'm saying? but there's always this one or two, or maybe a couple dozen that always write some wild shit like, "Oh fuck, orange potato head motherfucker." Like they'll go crazy, right? So I will go in there, right? Same post I will read, and I'll just put just to get people wild up. I'll put, yeah, Donald Trump is making America great again. That's it, bro. I can't tell you how much hate I will get. Right? But listen. This is the best part. Bro, my phone will be blowing up all day. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, I know nobody's blowing on my. It's the Facebook post. People be like, oh, you must be you're definitely a Trump supporter. You fucking hater, and you hate gays, and you hate like they're already making assumptions that I hate everything because I said, well, Donald Trump is making it America. That's all I said. I didn't say no hateful shit, nothing, right? Mm-hmm. So I'll wait a couple hours and then I'll erase that post, right? I'll erase it so nobody can write back to it because it's gone. Then I'll go back and I'll put, fuck Donald Trump. He's a piece of, like, I'll say some shit like that. I'll be like, Donald Trump sucks or something like that. I won't curse because they'll obviously delete it. Mm-hmm. So I'll put like, Donald Trump sucks. I don't like him. Bro, the amount of hate I will get. So my experiment is that no matter what you say, somebody is going to hate you more than liking your post is what I mean. It's like, I didn't get anybody saying like they will give me the thumbs up, but nobody will reply back and be like, yeah, Donald Trump doing, but nobody ever replied with anything useful to me. They'll just tell me I'm a piece of shit or like, yeah, it's, I think people, what I got from that small little experiment is that people will rather say mean things to you than educate you, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
So, for instance, me putting that, somebody could have been at the bottom like, well, did you know Donald Trump did this, blah, 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 blah. And I would have been like, oh, shit, I didn't know that. Okay, well, maybe I'll think about it next time. And on the bad post, they could have put, well, did you know Donald Trump did this? Nobody ever explained to me why I was wrong for either liking or not liking him, or why they were right for liking him or not liking him. I got nothing. I just got hateful text messages, no matter what side I was on. And you know me, son. I don't, like, I'm not a Trump person. I'm not a this person. I'm not a that person. But I am interested in what's going on in the world. And, you know, if he's doing things that seem to be popular, then fuck it. I mean, who cares?
So you're pretty much looking for the logic behind what people are saying. Yeah, gotcha.
Right. I'm looking for somebody to come out and explain to me why they don't like him or why they do like him. But they never do that.
All you get is
all I get was insults and hate and people's and when I tell you, I kid you not. It even went to the point where people would look on my pictures and start disrespecting my family. They'll be like, oh yeah. They were like, oh, you stupid, and you got this dumbass little kid in the picture. I'm like, and you know me, dog. Like the internet, I don't care. It's not a real place to me. They can say everything they want because most of the time those people wouldn't say that to your face. Because the internet, nigga, if there's anything I've learned is that the internet, social media, Facebook, all these things gave people an outlet and a backbone to be tough. That's it. The internet created more gangsters than the street have ever. You know, like everybody's a tough guy, bro. Even I had this. Listen, real quick. I had this one lady curse me out, and she was an old grandma. She must have been like at least 60-something years old, and she was talking crazy, bro. I'm like, shouldn't you be baking like a pie for somebody? Like that's how old she was, and I'm like, bro, this is crazy. Like even grandmas are gangster out here. Like you got, it's terrible. It's nasty out there, bro.
Man,
it's nasty. But all right, that was my rant. I'm sorry, people. I'm sorry. All right, let's get to these topics. Let's get to it. What we got, bro?
Man, we got a lot to talk about today, man. So we're gonna start this off talking about we're gonna start this off congratulating Kendrick Lamar on his 5 Grammy wins, man.
Congratulations to
Congratulations to
my
Kendrick
boy. Hold
Lamar.
on, we got to get the claps going.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Okay,
he killed that shit, bro.
the 2025 Grammy Awards happened. I'm not exactly sure what day it was, but
I think it was like 3 days ago.
3 days ago.
Yeah, it sounded
Kendrick
like that.
Lamar was nominated for 5 categories, which was
5 plus 5 plus 5. Yo, he even said it, dog. Oh, yo, it's so crazy how this worked out. But go ahead.
what did he say?
You know how in that song he was like 5 plus 5, and 5. In one of the songs he was talking shit about him having 5 and then adding 5 more. It's just nuts. It's just nuts.
I got to go back and revisit that.
Yeah, it's so good. But go ahead.
Okay. The 5 categories were Song of the Year, Record of the Year, which kind of confuses me because isn't it like the same thing?
They just add so much new categories that it just, I don't know. But yeah, I Record of the Year, Song of the Year, I guess it's the same thing. I don't know.
I'm not gonna hate. Congratulations.
Yeah. Absolutely.
The other 3 were Best Rap Song, Best Music Video, and Best Rap Performance, and he won all 5 with the sweep.
Yeah, and it's so nuts because I the only thing that kind of just threw me for a loop is that even though Not Like Us won, and this is just me being realistic. This is not me dick riding anybody, but I don't understand how Drake's song didn't make it on there because he got a lot of views and plays too. So that's the only thing that kind of threw me for a loop because I know
Which song are you referring to?
the one where he's dissing Kendrick and everybody.
Is that Push Ups?
Was it Push Ups?
I know Push Ups. He addressed everybody in Push Ups, like Rick Ross and everybody, as well as Kendrick.
Whichever one that had like the 5 beats in it. I think it was Push Ups, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Maybe it wasn't registered for an actual song. I don't know, but it got a bunch of views and it didn't make it up there. But I don't know. I know Drake and the Grammys are kind of like on a beefing thing, so I figured that's why he wasn't up there. But that was the only thing that kind of threw me off because even though Kendrick did win with Not Like Us, there was other songs.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm surprised Meet the Grams wasn't up there, and that was a crazy dope song. I actually like Meet the Grams. I thought it was a little bit more darker, but I get why. People all over the world were listening to Not Like Us, so it was way more popular. But I'm just confused at how none of those other songs made the cut. I don't know if it's because they weren't registered as actual songs where, you know what I'm saying, but they were on streaming platforms, so I would have thought they would have, they were certified songs.
I think. I mean, I just from just my opinion. None of those songs they just didn't have the success that Not Like Us had.
Yeah. No, I agree. Cold heartedly. I agree 100%.
I think that they didn't care to do an honorable mention.
Right.
So they just went with not Like Us.
Yeah.
Because I think in hindsight and looking back on the beef between them two, I think Kendrick just kind of he shocked everybody.
Yeah.
And I think for like real hip hop artists, we kind of knew which way this was going to go, but for the whole entire world, I'm pretty sure they was thinking that there's no way Kendrick could beat Drake.
Yeah.
But not only did he beat Drake, but he kind of humiliated the man,
right,
stomped the man, he kind of buried the man. Yeah, like it's crazy, and I think in that regard, because even this is the first time we've seen 2 MCs go at it, and one of the MCs decided they're gonna get the courts involved. So I think, and when you take all these things into consideration, it's like, okay, maybe you don't deserve to be nominated for any of these things.
Yeah. And like I said, I think what happened was, I think we talked about this last year. If Drake would have just either came back with a dope song or faded away and just like
And then
off
came
into
back.
the sunset and
Yeah.
came back with with heat,
Yeah.
he would have been all right. Like literally right now, even with the Super Bowl and everything going on, if he would have came back with a dope song right now, he would have been good.
Mhm.
But every little thing he did after that
Yeah.
really told a story on how this man moves and how he reacts when he's not in the winning position and when he is on the other end of the, because remember, Drake has never been in the position where people weren't fucking with him because he was always behind somebody. He was always behind Rick Ross, or he was always behind Lil Wayne, or always behind a Nicki Minaj, or always behind. Even though he was as big as he was, always, if you look back, and I know people are gonna hate me for this, but if you look back, Drake always needed somebody to push him forward while you think he's giving them a cosign.
Yeah, cosign. He did Big Sean,
Yeah, like everybody,
Future.
everybody he fucked with. I think, and this is what Kendrick said, and I've been saying this even before Kendrick was even hating on Drake. I always said, like, yo, Drake is always dick riding somebody's wave. Period. Whether it was ASAP Rocky, whether it was even the people in his camp that suck. Party Next Door, it was Lil Wayne, it was Future, it was 21 Savage, it was even Sexy Red for a little while. He makes it look like he's helping them push them forward, which is fine, but in other people's eyes, it doesn't look like that when you take their category and turn it into your album. That shit is
Like
weak.
he really riding their wave.
Riding it, bro. And if you want to really, and you know this is bullshit when he says, "Oh, I'm just trying to push them forward because I like them as artists." That's bullshit. Because how many artists he signed and didn't push them forward and stole their material? Like what's his name? XO, Party Next Door. I mean, well, Party Next Door is one, but it was the Weeknd.
Weekend.
The Weeknd was gonna sign a deal with him, but once he realized, like, yo, I don't want to be in the Drake sweat camp, OVO sweat box, like he left, and that's the reason why they have beef because he saw what was going on there. So you can't even be mad, bro. So Drake, everything he's doing, the suing, the crying on Instagram, and doing all that weird shit he's doing, like you could tell he's hurt and he's a hater at the same time.
Yeah. Well, I think for Kendrick winning these 5 Grammys, man, I think he's just, man. Once he hit this, once he, well, I say once he hit the scene, once he came back on the scene or whatever from his hiatus, man, he just been like very, very explosive.
Very.
From the no, Not Like Us to winning these 5 Grammys to, well, backtrack, from Not Like Us to being announced to performing at the Super Bowl, and then to winning these 5 Grammys leading up to the Super Bowl.
Right.
Like, he just been like on fire, man. And I didn't see the video, but I've heard there was Lil Wayne made a announcement about the
Yes.
Super Bowl.
All right. Well, it wasn't about this. Well, all right. You know what? I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna put it up here right here, real quick. Hold on, give me a 2nd. I'm gonna play it, and you tell me what you think about this shit. All right. Let's get it right here.
Going on the field trip, people.
Yeah, yeah. You ready?
Yeah.
Not gonna be there this week.
So hold on.
Which means, I guess there's a seat. Y'all know I'm not gonna be there this week. Which means, I guess there's a seat to fill. Shout out to New Orleans, but I've been working on something very special. I got something exciting coming for you. Thursday, the 6th. Till then, I'm just chilling.
All right. So what do you make of that video right there? What do you think? What's your first thought of watching that? He says, "You know, I'm not gonna be there." That was what he starts with.
Okay, so you're not attending the Super Bowl because you're not performing at the Super Bowl.
Right. And neither any of his teams are playing. So let's just put that out there. You know, Lil Wayne's a big football fan.
He's a Green Bay Packers fan.
Right. So you know I'm not going to be there. Okay, that's how he starts. What do you think? And then I'll tell you what I think.
It sounds like a shot.
Right.
It sounds like a shot. Like, oh yeah, no, y'all didn't pick me to perform at the Super Bowl, so I'm not showing up. So y'all can have my seat. But I got something planned to distract y'all to take attention away from
Right.
from Kendrick being performing at the Super Bowl.
Right.
That's what it sounds like. But at the same time, I feel like Lil Wayne is kind of too big for that. Well, I've never really seen him do that.
Right.
But that's the first time for everything. He's still at the end, underneath all these titles or whatever, you're still a human being. And you have feelings. And I feel like with Lil Wayne not being chosen to perform at the Super Bowl, I feel like that really got to him.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like, sometimes it's very hard to control your emotions, man. It's like, yeah, you want to congratulate the young man, but dang, you really, you kind of stepped in the way of something that I really wanted.
Yeah. Well, my take on this, and I love Lil Wayne. I'm a big Lil Wayne fan. You know what I'm saying? Since Hot Boys and all that shit. But me being the dude I am, it just sounds like he's in his feelings. He's in his feelings. He's hating. You know what I'm saying? You know, the shit that bothers me about this whole shit with Lil Wayne is that let's go back 10 years. Right? If today was 10 years ago and Super Bowl was coming up and Prince was about to play, nobody would be saying, why we ain't pick Lil Wayne? You know, like, you got to remember, bro, like, rappers weren't even on that. They weren't even in that atmosphere yet when it came to Super Bowl. Like, when you said who's performing at Super Bowl 10 years ago, nobody thought of Lil Wayne, Jay-Z, LL. Nobody was thinking rapper. Let's just put that out there. All right. Let's 10 years ago, no rapper was gonna be on stage. Nobody said what should have been Lil Wayne. Nobody was doing any of that shit. So let's just stop the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like, Jay-Z got rappers on the stage. You know what I'm saying? Jay-Z protested the Super Bowl for mad long. And the NFL and whatever. So let's put that out there. Now, current day, everybody's upset because Lil Wayne didn't get the Super Bowl shit. Bro, first of all, I like Lil Wayne, but he is a terrible performer, bro. He is I watched him perform, and not just once. I've watched videos of him performing in different places. It was Louisianaville, whatever that shit is. Hot Boy Cash Money reunion thingy. He always sounds terrible, bro. I don't know if it's his voice, his mic, the way doesn't remember some of his lyrics, because he's even admitted that, like, yo, sometimes I forget my lyrics. Like,
not to cut you off, man, but when you say that, that makes me think of Orlando Brown. I don't know if you saw that video of him or not. When they asked him about Lil Wayne not performing at the Super Bowl. He just goes in like imitating Lil Wayne and shit.
Oh shit! See, I didn't even see that. All right. So what he was saying, what I was saying, right? Like, he just All right.
He was saying like how Lil Wayne he doesn't perform, like his live performances are not that great.
They're not.
He was imitating his voice, and he was saying how Lil Wayne forgets his lyrics.
He does.
Yeah, it was funny.
He's even admitted that I've watched him forget his lyrics on stages, and like the crowd sing the song, and then he remembers it. And that's the only thing you understand is when he sends Young Buddha.
Orlando Brown's doing that same shit.
Bro, And I didn't even see that video. I'm gonna go back and watch that shit. But it
God.
and like I said, his voice is unique to the studio, and it sounds great when you can do it in a mic and you can adjust your levels and make it clear. But when you out and there's thousands of people screaming and your voice sounds just like they're screaming, it doesn't reciprocate the same. You can't hear it the right way. It doesn't sound great sonically. It sounds terrible in the speakers above me trying to break through all the screaming. So that's my only thing. One is the performance. But yeah, with this video that he put out there, to me, he's doing the same thing Drake is doing. He's sour about Kendrick's moment. You know what I'm saying? He even said, they even asked him in an interview, like, hey, well, Kendrick said that thing. How did you feel? He's like, to be honest, I ain't even hear it. I ain't even know. I'm like, bro, stop lying. Shut up. You did. I'm pretty sure you got a million texts that day. Like, but going about it this way is just dumb. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just let the dude have his moment, and then I don't know, maybe next year your team will be playing, and then you could perform while your team is there. How dope would that be? Like, people don't understand everything is already written, bro. You know what I'm saying? And if you're trying to rewrite something by acting like a bitch, you're just gonna make shit worse. And like I said, Drake and now Lil Wayne, they just out there acting like fucking bitches, bro. Like crying, like doing like, I'm not gonna be there. One extra seat. So because Kendrick is playing, you're not gonna, like, if you go to the Super Bowl every year, you're not gonna go now because Kendrick is playing. Like, if that would have been Shakira, would we be mad that Shakira is playing at the Super Bowl? Nobody would have said nothing if it was somebody white or somebody else that's not a rapper.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When J-Lo performed, everybody was mad because she was up there with Shakira and they were shaking their asses. Oh, this is not what America's about. Like, what are you talking about? America's about guns and pussy. Like, what are we talking about here? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's, if J-Lo was swinging the AR in the air and saying America rules, everything would have been good. But you understand what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
We're complaining about nonsense, bro. Let the kid play out his Super Bowl. Next year, who knows? It might be his team up there, and then he could go out there, perform, and he could bring out all his friends. And I don't know, man. At the end of the day, I just hate to see Lil Wayne hate on Kendrick because he's not at the Super Bowl. I think that was just a hate. I think it was just a hate, like a little bit of hate and sourness in that video. That's all I'm saying. And I don't think that's Lil Wayne's persona, but it just feels like he got so many people in his ear telling him like, yo, this, like, bro, you about to be, you're old head at this point. Like, you just let the little homie have his moment.
Yeah, I mean, I really wish that we could unify a lot more than what we do. Because whatever announcement that he made, that announcement, did he really have to put the Super Bowl into it?
No, that's what I'm saying. He really didn't. Like, the Super Bowl had nothing to do with his announcement. He could have announced that shit last month, and been. He could have been like, "Yeah, I ain't get picked for the Super Bowl. It's all good though. Hey, check out this. I got an announcement. I'm doing bomb, boom, 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 boom."
But
And
you
that
don't
would
even have. Well, my
that would have
thing
been
is
that.
true, but my thing is you don't even have to mention the Super Bowl. Just say, hey, listen, I got this going on this date. So I mean, you don't even have to mention the Super Bowl.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, for instance, when he had the interview last month, they asked him about the Kendrick mentioning him. He could have been like, "Nah, you know what? Good luck to the boy. I appreciate it. And boom, boom, boom. But check it out. I got, Wheezy Fest coming up, February, whatever." And that would have been it. And nobody else would have been saying shit. But him doing this whack ass video announcement, talk about, yo, where they're gonna be. Respectfully, Lil Wayne needs to stop being a hater, bro. Like, that's it. But I don't know. Between him being a fucking Sour Patch Kid and Drake acting like a whole hoe out here, but that shit's it's just weak, bro.
Speaking of Drake, man, what's going on with this text you sent me? Something about a weird shirt that he got.
Bro, all right. So I'll transition into this shit real quick. So Drake over the weekend, sometime over the week, and he was out in Europe. I think he's in Australia, and he's doing shows out in Australia because that's where they still like him at. And he's wearing. You ready? This is how goofy Drake is. Like I don't understand like how like somebody next to him be like, "Yo, bro, like chill out, my G." Like, but anyway, look at if you can see his. Check out his shirt.
Mm-hmm.
His shirt. I don't know if you can see it, but if you look at it right here, it got holes and it's smoking, indicating that he's been shot and attacked. This is just what I'm getting. That he's been shot and attacked by, everybody, and he survives because he's walking around while the shirt's still smoking. That's what I got out of it. I don't know. What you did you get that same the same vibe?
No. I'm thinking he's making fun of Kanye. That's what I got.
Kanye?
You know Kanye, I don't know if you've seen Kanye collection, but Kanye had
yeah. But that was like years ago, right? I'm gonna be quite honest. I don't think that was the case. I honestly think he wore that because he felt like he's been taking shots for almost a year now,
mm-hmm.
and the shirt is still smoking because he survived it. Like when like you get shot and the bullets are hot, you in the cold, it starts smoking the body. Bro, the shirt is smoking, my G. Like, why is the shirt smoking? Like, it's legit smoking. In that video, you can see the smoke, but I have another video, but I couldn't find it today. It was a close-up a fan took, and the shirt was smoking when he came out, and it had holes all over it. So that's what I'm getting.
From my understanding, I think Kanye did an interview before Drake did that performance, and I think they asked Kanye about the beef between Kendrick and Drake, and Kanye said something along the lines of, "Don't beef with Kendrick because unless you're a super talented genius like me or something."
Yeah.
So that's what Kanye said. And I think that was Drake. I think that was my initial thoughts because I remember because I was watching Breakfast Club and they was talking about that video, so that made sense to me. However, I do like your interpretation on that video, and
that just me thinking outside the box though,
and that could very well be a message, or it could be a double entendre.
No, you're right. It could be everything. It could be both everything we're talking about. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody's been throwing shots at him for a long time now, even before Kendrick. So,
but I do like your take, and if I had to choose between the two, I would go with yours because I like that. It's way more creative.
Yeah, that's what I got from it, dog. It's just like he just been taking shots since this shit, and he's just surviving it, which is fine because, like I said, he's gonna survive it. He just needs to stop acting like a bitch, bro. Like, stop. Like, my boy, you were the top star for like 10 years, pop star. Ride that wave into the sunset, bro, and make songs with all your pop star people. Like, just leave the hip hop shit alone, bro. You would never really in that realm. You bro, he was, I don't know, but to me, just personally, because everybody's like, nah, he made hits. He did, yes. But my favorite Drake album was his first album and maybe his second one when Lil Wayne was still attached to it. After that, it kind of just, the singing and the crying shit just got old fast, bro. And a lot of people still like it because, he was hitting the young audience. Like, bro, after a while, that shit just gets toasty, man. I don't want to hear that shit no more. But yeah, that was it for that. So we can move on to the next shit. That was just, I wanted to just, Drake needs to just stop. So what are we talking about next, Brody?
Next, we talking Donald Trump, man.
Mr. Trump.
Just like Kendrick, Donald Trump will be at the Super Bowl, and their report was saying that he would be the very first active sitting president to be at the Super Bowl.
And this is for sure? Like, this is not a rumor? This is really happening?
It's really happening. They say he's going to be at the Super Bowl.
Bro, that's going to be phenomenal, dog.
Yeah. And I know Trump is a very polarizing figure. So, man, but at an event such as the Super Bowl, where so much attention it's just so much attention because it's one of the biggest events in the world. I just hope everything goes good. No fussing, no fighting, no arguing, no politics. Let's just keep it at the great American sport of football, please.
Yeah.
But also, of Trump being at Super Bowl, what's interesting was Donald Trump and the president of Mexico got together to make a deal for 1 month after Trump imposed that 25% tariffs on Mexico.
It was Mexico and Venezuela. He got them in line, and Canada.
It was all three?
I think, yeah, Canada too. I think the only one we're waiting for is China.
I think China gonna come very incorrect. The only in my notes I only have notes on the Mexico. I don't have notes on Canada. I don't have notes on Venezuela.
Okay.
Trump he posed a 25% tariff across the board on Mexico, and I guess that was enough to make the president of Mexico reach out to Donald Trump, and then for them to sit down and come up with some kind of deal, some kind of truth, right?
Right.
So they came up with the deal, and the deal was that deal that they came up with. It will put a pause on the tariffs for a month, and it will put 10,000 troops on the border to protect the U.S. Mexico border, and these 10,000 troops will be 10,000 troops from Mexico. They will be Mexico's troops. And what they're trying to accomplish here is those troops are to help crack down on drug trafficking and illegal immigration. And that will be on Mexico's side of the deal.
Yeah.
America's side of the deal, America has agreed to ramp up efforts to prevent the trafficking of weapons into Mexico.
Yeah, because that's a big problem, right?
Yeah. So there's your deal between the U.S. and Mexico, and I think that's a good deal.
Yeah.
I think that's a good deal. I think those are good issues to work together on to accomplish. And I know Donald Trump gets a bad rap, man, but I think that was a genius move.
Yeah, and
you guys don't want to do your part, so here it goes.
Yeah. No, I seen that and I read that, watched it or whatever. Oh, but yeah, I agree with you. I think, like, to be honest, man, no matter what, people are gonna hate on this, because then they're gonna be like, well, eggs are going up and blah, blah. I'm like, yo, fuck the eggs if your neighborhood is safe. You know what I'm saying? I'll pay $5 for eggs if I know my kid could walk outside without getting shot or getting fentanyl poisoning. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I think, and this is what bothers me so much, is that, okay, regardless if you don't like Donald Trump, and let's just say it was Hillary Clinton and we didn't like her and she was doing this, I'd be like, yo, this is a good job. You know, like, she's trying. But, like, you never heard anybody. I don't give a fuck who you mention, from go all the way back to fucking Barack. Like, you never seen them on TV so frequently talking about the shit that they are doing. Like, you didn't know what was going on until months later and years later that it just happened, and like, oh, it just is what we did, and it's like one or two things out of 4 years you've been in president. We like what you did. Like, we don't know what you did. We never know what you're doing back there. You from even bro, and I was a kid, but I could be wrong, but I don't remember Bill Clinton being on TV unless he was getting his balls licked under the table. So it's like, let's keep it real. Like we never know what's going on when it comes to the president because
Mhm.
it's such a unrevealing world. Like it's almost like we vote and then we all need to shut up and not worry about anything no more. He won. He got our votes. Now you guys go back to being peasants while the president does what we tell him to do. This time around, it feels new. It feels like it's being televised. It's different. You know what I'm saying? Like I never watched so much YouTube and just watch news more than I ever did in my whole life. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I see what you're saying.
years ago, it was always bad shit,
Mhm.
killings and murders. Now it's like the president's trying to do this. The president's trying, whether it's bad, wrong, or right, or some people like it, some people don't. At least he's trying to fix something.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Like at least he's trying to fix something. Like last thing, the last thing I've ever heard was somebody did good was like, oh, you can, do abortions anywhere. I'm like, all right, cool. Now they cancel that. But like that was the biggest thing I've heard in like the last fucking 4 years. Like this guy's trying to stop criminals from coming in, trying to stop the drugs from coming in, the
Mhm.
guns. He's
Mhm.
about to go after the cartels. Like he's doing shit that we should have been doing. You know what I mean? Like cartels fuck up a ton of shit. You know what I mean? Like streets are full of fentanyl from China. They make it there. They get the chemicals from China to make fentanyl. So they smuggle all these things into Mexico and then smuggle them into the United States and everywhere else.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if he can put a stop to that, what's the problem? He's getting rid of criminals. What's the problem? People are like, oh, well, he's taking non-criminals. Well, they should have not have been hiding out with these guys. They probably didn't know, but hey, still here illegally. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And this is not nothing against like Mexico or Venezuela or even China, because Chinese people getting deported too. Like everybody's getting deported, dog. It's not
Mhm.
just Mexicans. It's not just Filipinos. It's everybody is getting.
Yeah.
It's with that being said, dog. Like people are out here like feeling safer. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, they're snatching these criminals up out of buildings, 15 of them at a time in one apartment with guns and drugs. Like they're going after them. You know what I mean? So I mean, I'm not saying it's gonna clean up everything, but it helps a little.
Yeah. And my thing, my question is more like, okay, as an American, I understand you have core values and things of that nature, but I think underneath all of the BS, whether you're Democrat, Republican, whether you like Trump, don't like Trump, whether you like Biden, don't like Biden, whether you like Kamala, don't like Kamala, underneath all of the things that you like, the things that you don't like, underneath all of these titles and labels and all this other stuff, I think you want a good American life, right? So whether a Democrat is in office, whether a Republican is in office, whether you like the person, whether you don't like the person, will this party, will these people help me live the American dream that I would like to live? Now, I think it's important to understand that every single thing is not going to go your way. So if
Right.
you have a list of 100 demands, you're probably going to get half of that. Like you're not going to get every single thing on
Right.
that list. And I think that's important to understand. I feel like the problem is we've been conditioned to look at each other a certain way and treat each other a certain way simply based off of how we vote or whatever. It's like you take the smallest, slightest detail that's different than from your fellow American, and then you try to tear each other down from that. I don't think Donald Trump is the greatest. And I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I didn't vote for the guy, but when like I said, I did my research on the deal between him Mexico. Good job, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. I mean, I'm not saying it's gonna 100% completely solve the problem, because I think immigration and the criminals people gonna always find a way to do the wrong thing.
Right, right.
But you made an honest effort. Like you got it. You know what I'm saying, like you did something to help, progress uh society for. You did something to help protect our way of life. And again, like I say, I didn't vote for the guy, but damn, he did a good job on this one issue. I'm not gonna give him credit for everything else, but for this one issue here, I'm going to give him his credit, and I'm going to say, no, good job.
Yeah.
Because even though I don't live over there in that part of the world or part of the country, and I'm not actually dealing exactly with everything that they're dealing with, I can only imagine, because I know when I go to, and I live in Georgia, and when I go out to Walmart or whatever, and I see these bus loads of immigrants in front of the store, I'm like, man, it's like it's a lot of them,
Yeah.
like a whole school bus load of them.
Yeah, no shit. I think what really pisses off a lot of people is not the fact that they want to come and live here. It's just how they get here and all the free shit we give them for being here. Meanwhile, there's actually people living here that don't get shit
Yes,
that live here.
yes.
I think that's the biggest problem. I think it's that we're a society of people that do this.
Hmm.
How come he gets that and I don't? That's what we do. How come
Hmm.
they get that and I don't? And it's like kid shit. Like, oh, how come he get the red plate-Doh? I want the red plate-Doh. I don't want yellow. It's that vibe. And it's if see if every all right, if everybody in the United States was well off,
Hmm.
we wouldn't give a fuck about the immigrants because we all be good. Like, yeah, let them have the buildings in the Bronx, or let them have you know, this ghetto in Georgia. They can have it.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
We good. But that's not the case. So when you have people who are really living in those situations, they're looking at the government like, yo, I'm hurting too. And I don't get these kind of benefits. I can't get welfare because I make too much money, or I can't get WIC, or I can't get food stamps, or I can't do it. So it's like, why do they get it and I don't? It's that. It kind of hurts like the taxpayers because like, yo, we putting out all this money to bring these people in here. They go and they rob us and
Hmm.
they do all this wild shit, and we pay for them to hurt us. So that's the continuing cycle that we're doing. It's like it's not working for us. And like I said in the last pod, perfect example is the sanctioned cities.
Hmm.
Look at those cities compared to the cities that are not sanctioned and don't take in the migrants.
Hmm.
They're It's like like a perfect science experiment, bro. Like New York, Chicago, California, all these places are falling into this pit of crime, and where it's so bad, like CVS is closing up, Walgreens, Targets. They're like, yo, fuck this. We plead bankrupt. We're gonna sell everything and we're out. You know it's bad when the company says, yo, $1 billion company says that they're bankrupt so they can get out of a 20-year lease from a building that they signed up to work to have.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? Because they don't want to pay the 20-year lease because they're getting robbed every day. So I don't know, dude. It's just something needs to change. It's like you keep doing the same thing over and expecting new results. You're insane. It's insanity. It's not working. So let's break the mold. Yes, people are going to be mad. Yes, people are going to be weirded out by it. But let's try something a little different this time. Instead of trying to walk through the door that's closed, let's crack it open a little bit to see if we can fit our fat ass head in it first and walk out the door before we crash through it. That's what I'm saying, dog. I'm gonna leave that with that.
Yeah. So I guess we say good job.
Good job. Yeah, so far. I mean, to be honest, even if he's not doing a good job, he's being real transparent. That House Secretary Speaker chick, I forgot her name, but she's fucking awesome. She's on it. You see it, bro. She's on TV like every fucking day talking about if Trump takes a shit, she's up there like Mr. President Donald Trump just took a shit and wiped his ass 4 times with triple ply toilet paper. Like she's up there explaining every fucking thing exactly how it's going down. He's on TV all the time explaining things. He's visiting California. He's visiting South Carolina, right? That got hit with the crazy storm and got fucking washed up. Was it North Carolina? South Carolina?
North Carolina.
Yeah. He went out there and gave them like he's going places and he's doing these things now. I think like I said, his first presidency was a little rough because he brought that business street shit that he be on when he was on like TV. He's changed. You could tell he's changed a lot. Like he's very like he cancels everything before they even become a question about it. So anything he does, they're gonna be like, they're gonna look for something bad to say. So he's up there like fixing that shit. You know, I don't know. I think it's just even if he doesn't fix everything, I think the way he's set it the next president up to work is great. Being transparent with everybody, being on stage talking, having his press secretary come out every couple fucking hours to explain what they doing. So I think this is good because I think once he gets people, even for 4 years, he goes on TV and just explains everything that he could and couldn't do. We're not going to be mad because he's explaining like I tried to get this deal done, but it fell through because XYZ didn't let me. The Democrats didn't let me do this, or some Republicans didn't want that. He can explain why what he tried to do didn't work, and then we could be like, well, damn, these are the guys who held him back. So now let's go after these motherfuckers and vote them out. So the next president, whoever comes in, he is setting up this new trend of how to be more transparent. So if the next president comes in and he's an old head that don't understand this new wave, he's not getting voted in, dog. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to be out there more. We don't want a president that's gonna once we vote him in, we don't see him for 2 years until war breaks out and he's on TV talking about the war. No, we want to see you every time. Tell us what's going on. That's your job. Get on X and explain. I just signed this bill and Democrats didn't vote for it. This is what was on the like. He's telling us what's on. Transparency, dog. It's like a relationship. We gotta talk. We gotta communicate, and that's what he's doing. I think if he's doing anything right, is the communicating part. I think he's doing well, and I applaud him for that. Communication is the key, bro. I think that's what people like. That's going on. He's communicating well. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I can agree to that.
All right, so I guess what we talk. We got one more. Are we talking about something else?
So we actually got 2 more. Real quick, because this topic we're already behind, so I'm pretty sure people already know about it. So we're just going to go through it real quick for our listeners. Luka Doncic. Luka Doncic is a very good basketball player that plays for the Dallas Mavericks, and he got traded to the Lakers. It set the sports world on fire. It was unexpected. No one knew about the trade. LeBron James didn't know. Anthony Davis didn't know. Luka Doncic didn't know. Kyrie Irving
he didn't know he was getting traded.
No one knew about this.
This is like a rare thing that happens because if LeBron didn't know, you know something's wrong. So, that motherfucker knows everything.
Correct. That's what makes this thing so crazy. So imagine you and I working for ESPN, and right here, right now, we're doing our take, and your phone goes off and it says Luka Doncic traded to the Lakers. Is like mind blowing, right? Trading Luka Doncic would be like trading Kobe or trading LeBron, and no one knows about it. So real quick, because we don't stay on this topic for too long. Okay. So this is how the deal works. The Lakers sent Anthony Davis and a first-round draft pick to Dallas to acquire Luka Doncic. No one knew about this. And what's crazy, and I think what's even more mind blowing about this trade is that okay, they're trying to say that Luka was out of shape and he stays hurt. He stays injured. Well, Anthony Davis is another player that stays injured. So you traded 1 million for another, and it
Right.
doesn't. So that's what's crazy about it. And a lot of people are trying to figure out how the Dallas Mavericks comes out on top with this trade. Like no one can make sense of it. So I guess we just have to sit back and see.
So, question, because I don't follow basketball anymore. Honestly, I stopped watching basketball years ago.
Mhm.
So Luka came from Mavericks to LA, right?
Yes.
Do you think they did? Is he all right? Is he a really good player? Like, would
Yes,
you,
he's a really good
when
player.
he's not injured, he's a good player.
Yeah. So okay, he was to Dallas Mavericks what Dirk Nowitzki was to
Okay.
he's that caliber. Okay, Luka Doncic and Kyrie Irving played basketball together on the same team, and they were saying that it was Luka's team, not Kyrie's team. So that's
So
how
that's
good
how
this.
good. Okay, so
That's how good this guy is.
okay, so that's what
So
I'm saying. So do you think they didn't say anything because maybe if they traded him to LA, that LeBron will feel away because he's the star? You know what I'm saying? All the time.
maybe, but see that's
You think maybe he would have blocked it or been upset and been like, "Yo, I'm not." You know what I'm saying.
I
You
know
know
what
when
you're
you have
saying. I know
that big guy,
what you're saying. And I watched Stephen A's take on that, and he was saying that the Lakers are saying that LeBron, you're not the guy no more because you're like he's getting up in age.
They're trying to move him out. They're trying to find his replacement.
Yeah, they're trying to find his replacement because I mean, what
I mean,
LeBron?
he's pretty old already, right? He's probably my age,
I think
like
LeBron,
40 something.
I believe he's right at 40. I think he's right at 40.
Yeah. So maybe this is just like a nice way of telling LeBron, like, yo, bro, we're just looking for somebody to replace you in
To
case
replace
you,
Yeah,
because you don't know, like you
yeah,
really don't know how much time he got left. He could get hurt any moment now,
yeah,
or God forbid he gets into a car accident or something. They need to find somebody who's gonna be ready to be on his level.
yeah,
So I could see why they did it without
yeah,
telling him,
yeah,
because it probably would have. He either would have blocked it, been pissed off, or just been like, "Nah, I'm not doing this. Like, I'm the team. I'm the guy." Oh,
yeah.
but then now how even, and that's the thing that bugs me the most. Well, I don't want to say bugs me because I don't watch, but that's the thing that kind of worries me the most is that Luka didn't know about it, and how is he gonna feel? Now that you're like, yo, nobody told me that. Like, imagine like you said, you being at work or we being on ESPN as a group, and then all of a sudden now we're working for Fox News. They're like, what the fuck? Son, I gotta wear this goofy ass Fox hat all day. Like,
But okay, the reports were saying that Luka. Okay, so let's say they wanted him to make weight. So like for this season, we want you to be at 260, but he'll show up 280. And like they were saying, like his work ethic just wasn't there. They wanted him to play more defense, but he'll just stand there and let the defender go by. So maybe this trade is a good thing for Luka. So
yeah,
hopefully he'll see, man, look, nobody's above nobody's above the NBA and the
right,
things that goes along in it. I don't care how good you are
yeah,
subjected to getting traded at any moment from
bro. They
any
don't give
team.
a fuck, bro. Those
Yeah.
white boys up there don't care. They trade your ass.
So hopefully we see a spark in Luka. We see him take things more seriously. Hopefully him and LeBron get together. He learned things from LeBron.
That could be the new Kobe and Shaq.
Yeah. So shout out to Luka, shout out to AD, shout out to LeBron, shout out to the Lakers, shout out to the Mavericks. I hope things work out for you guys.
I mean, this could be the thing where it kind of puts LA all the way up. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Fucking good rapper, got 5 Grammys. Fucking basketball team keeps winning a bunch of rings. Like,
Oh yeah.
who's gonna stop LA now when they got like a bunch of good, players on their team? Like, I don't know, man. LA is up right now. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, it looks good for LA.
Yeah.
I mean, I think LA won in that trade. It's
yeah.
looking good for them.
Especially if they can work good together. Now, if he gets there and like, you know how hot, big heads,
Yeah.
egos. The male ego is real fragile, dog. And once you start letting that ego fly, it ruins everybody's good time. You know what I'm saying?
But I do think it's going to take some time for them to find some chemistry. I do
Yeah.
think
Oh
that.
yeah, for sure. But I
Other
mean, you got
than
the whole season to practice. You got the play. You know what I'm saying? Like you got
yeah,
all that. So it shouldn't take too long. You know what I mean?
yeah. And other than that, man, hey, good luck to
Yeah,
everybody
yeah.
involved in that
I
trade.
hope that shit works out because that'd be dope for LA. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. All right. Our next
So
topic. Real quick. New movie watch.
yeah, dog.
The Fantastic Four trailer is out and it is good.
Real
And
good.
we are about to take a field trip right now.
Yeah,
Show you
let's
guys
go.
what's going on.
Get on the handicapped school bus. I gotta be handicapped though. I ain't gonna lie. I like the short buses were always just easier to ride on.
All right.
I'm ready. Let's do this.
Let's go.
Welcome to the Baxter Building.
We make a point to do family dinner every week. Sunday at 7 on the dot, no matter what. We're all here.
I like the logo. I like the
like
vibe.
the aesthetic.
How's that sauce
Yeah,
coming?
Yeah, I'll be the judge of that.
Okay. Is this guy good or what?
I want to add a couple cloves of garlic. Not because it's not delicious. I just want to add a little bit of zip. Okay?
T-5. Before we went up the first time, you couldn't turn invisible. Ben wasn't a rock. The best pilot in the world right here.
Yeah. Best looking, he means.
And Johnny never caught fire.
Ben has always been a rock. Johnny is Johnny.
Hi.
And I am right here. Whatever life throws at us, we'll face it together.
Bro,
As a
I'm just hyped Galactus is finally getting.
I didn't see that the first time I watched the trailer, bro. What the hell?
You
What
did
was I
it?
looking at?
Bro, I don't know what trailer you watched, dog.
I didn't see his head.
Yeah, boy. Yo, listen, I'm a big Fantastic Four fan to the point where it's like I almost like them more than I like the Avengers, just because they're family. But the thing with the Fantastic Four is like I feel like they never got their due justice
Mm-hmm.
in the Marvel world. Even when it came to cartoons, like they were always not like cool, like they were always that backseat superhero family. Even though Torch was cool and thing with everybody, but collectively, like they were always like, even though they were big part of the Marvel universe, like they were never
Like
that
the
cool.
B-listers, yeah.
Right.
The B-listers,
But
yeah.
this one looks
Amazing.
awesome.
Yeah,
It looks really good. The aesthetics of the 60s with the futuristic stuff, because that's exactly what they thought it would look like now.
Yeah.
So I get it.
The Fantastic Four was the very first group of heroes that Stan Lee created.
Right.
I think because
That's why they call them the first family.
Yeah, because I was watching some documentary and he was saying that he was about to quit, and his wife told him. Stan Lee's wife told him, say, just go for it and create what you wanted. Just create what you want to create, and he created the Fantastic Four, and then things took off for him. So, with them being the very first superheroes of Marvel, and for them to put it in that time, I think that's amazing. I think the Fantastic Four uniforms look really, really good.
Yeah. Everything looks just even though it's old school, it has a new school vibe. You know what I'm saying?
I think the from just looking at the trailer, the cast looks good.
Looks good.
And they chose the right people for.
Yeah, they don't look forced.
Yeah. I mean, I can't wait until it comes out, man, and I can't wait to see where they're going to go with this, because from I'm going to see how they're going to take that and tie it into everything, or does it tie into anything? And if it doesn't tie anything, I'm cool with that too.
Right. I'm with you on that. If it doesn't tie in anything, I'll be okay with it. But me knowing Marvel, it's not. It's gonna tie.
It's going to tie into
me
something.
knowing Marvel is gonna tie into something because it has to. Because Secret Wars is a big. Fantastic Four is a big part of Secret Wars. So they need Fantastic Four
for Secret Wars.
They need them. They need them,
okay.
And they can't do it without them. That's what I'm saying. They can't. A lot of movies cannot go forward without without Reed Richards. Period.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying?
So Secret Wars, that involves the Skrull, right?
Right, and it involves Reed Richards because he's the one that helped create the time machine that goes into time to make the Illuminati, to make the what's it called, the Union of Richards or whatever, or Reeds, where they all Richard Reeds from different universes come together and make their own kind of like weird group. But I believe in this movie with Silver Surfer coming and Galactus obviously being there. It's obviously going to be Silver Surfer is the chick, I think, this time. And they're going to introduce, if I could guess, because I'm pretty good at getting this right, all the aesthetics you see there is for the beginning of the movie. I think eventually they're going to get sucked into a different universe, or their planet is going to be destroyed.
I'm thinking
they're going to have to go. Something got to get destroyed, because in the Earth, was it 616 or whatever Earth they're in, where Avengers, where we're watching now, there's no Avengers. I mean, there's no Fantastic Four. So they need a Fantastic Four. So
got you.
This is their way of putting the Fantastic Four into that universe, if that's what they do. Now, if there's a different setup where they figure out how to time travel in this movie and then realize they can see other universes and reach out to heroes so they can get help, then I could see this being a standalone movie, but also a way for them to touch other movies if they need to be in it, if that makes sense. Kind of like what Doctor Strange did with Spider-Man. Like, he went and all the Spider-Mans came to help, this Spider-Man fight, and then everything went back to normal. Like, they could kind of do that. Like, they could introduce Fantastic Four into the universe, but like they could use them when they need to. They don't have to literally be in that universe all the time.
Gotcha. Because intergalactic travel is what what they do.
Because remember, 616, I'm just gonna say our universe, the one we're currently watching, they already know how to time travel. They know about Kane, they know about all these characters, so they know how to time travel. So with that, Loki, like, they know how to do this already. It's a thing. They can time travel and go get Reed Richards. Somebody knows about Reed Richards. Remember, Kane knows everything.
Okay, so question. Is it time travel or is it dimension hopping or whatever you call it?
I would say dimension hopping at this point.
So, okay.
But I'm sorry, I said time travel?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I know it gets kind of...
That's my only thing about this. It's too crazy because you got time travel and you got dimension thing.
They're in a different universe.
Okay, different universe.
This Fantastic Four, totally different universe. They got the Braxton building up. They're in Manhattan. They're already established. They're already famous astronauts. So they're in their own universe where it's only Fantastic Four right now.
And the universe that we're watching, we know how to time travel, but do we know how to travel between dimensions?
They're already traveling. They're time traveling and they're switching dimensions.
So, okay, now I watched them time travel. I didn't watch them travel through dimensions. The only person I could think of is Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange is remember, Spider-Man is dimension swapping. So Avengers was time traveling.
Spider-Man was dimensions?
Remember, different Spider-Mans came to one dimension to help.
Okay, gotcha.
So that's dimension swapping.
Bro, you really got to watch these movies, dude.
Dude, I watched. Bro, I invested like a quarter of my life watching these fucking movies, and I don't know everything. I'm not claiming to, but I know the basics. You know what I'm saying?
Cool. So I forgot about the Spider-Mans.
Because you got to remember, Spider-Man, he's dimension swapping, so everything got reset for Spider-Man. That's why nobody knows him. But he's still there.
Got you.
Time traveling, Avengers, they fixed all that shit, but they broke branches.
Yes.
Loki corrected or tried to correct it. And then with Deadpool Wolverine was just a one-off that let people know, like, yo, we recognize all these characters, but they're all dead. You know, like they're all gone.
Mhm.
So this is where they start like taking everything they need to make, you know, the universe. And then obviously when you watch What If,
Mhm.
you know, the Watcher's always around. So he can easily be the one to manipulate and warn people. Like, for instance, he can be like, in our universe, he could tell Iron Man, hey, there's this guy who's really smart in this universe. You might want to go check him out. And who is it? It could be Reed Richards. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. They could do a multitude of things, but to keep it simple, I just think, this is just me, I could be wrong, but I think that Reed Richards either stumbles upon interdimension traveling and leaves their planet because it's going to get destroyed, or Galactus does some fuck shit and they all end up in a whole different dimension after they, because Galactus is there to destroy the planet. Period. I don't see Fantastic Four alone beating Galactus, especially with Silver Surfer. Silver Surfer's a OP beast. He could take all four of them on. So like I said, unless they come up with something clever or some kind of time travel, or maybe they throw Galactus and Silver Surfer in a whole other. Like I said, there's so much they can do.
If they fight Galactus, you think Silver Surfer would side with Galactus and not with
I think in this movie he has to, because he's technically a kind of like a slave.
Yeah.
I think maybe he might tell Reed Richards, like, hey, Galactus is gonna eat your fucking world. I have a way you can escape with you and your family, and where you guys.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? Because Silver Surfer to me was never a bad guy. He was just helping do bad things.
He's doing what he has to do to keep his planet alive.
Right.
Yeah.
Everything Silver Surfer ever did was for Galactus, but everything that happened was because Silver Surfer was also kind of like a good guy. You know, they never portray Silver Surfer as a bad guy in any comic book. I mean, he could fuck some people up, but he was never a bad guy. He's just a guy. He's literally a scouter. He goes out to scout planets. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
With that being said, he could easily, you know, do some crazy shit, but like, yo, this is a way you can get out of it. You know, he's gonna eat your planet. It doesn't matter what happens.
Yeah.
Because Galactus don't get. He does this because he has to sustain life in the universe. This is how he creates and destroys a life. So, yeah, I don't know. If I'm wrong, then I'm wrong. This is just my theory. I like doing theories on these.
No, I like this, man. The speculation, because
it makes it more fun. So when you watch the movie, you're like, oh, I didn't see that coming. You know what I mean? So
I'm watching that trailer. I keep thinking about the X-Men at the end of the Marvels, because I just know, in my mind, I just know some way, somehow they're gonna put the X-Men with the Fantastic Four some kind of way,
and that's
what I'm thinking.
And like I said, you don't know with the thing of the title calling First Steps. A lot of people are saying that Reed Richards, because you know when he has his two kids, I forgot their name, but he has a boy and a girl. They're both Omega mutants. So if it's First Steps, I don't know if that's just like some kind of moon landing, you know, vibe, or double entendre, meaning like, yeah, we were the first ones in space, but also we having this kid and his first steps, and boom, like we have a whole thing going on where Reed Richards' kid is here and he's an Omega Alpha, you know, mutant, and somebody wants to come back and kill him because they want to do some other shit. But there's like I said, there's a lot of things that can really take place in this movie.
Good, man. Listen, I really feel like Marvel is hitting their stride again. I think they're going back to the basics. Good job, Fantastic Four. Good job.
I think
bringing the X-Men into the frame.
It was a great it was a great trailer.
Two things: fix Blade, please. You got to get that right.
Oh my
Fix
God,
Blade,
dude.
please.
I agree, 100%.
And number two,
100%.
this is just a rumor, but I heard they're bringing Jonathan Majors back as Kane.
Let's clap for that. Yeah. I love Jonathan Majors. I don't care if he had beef with his girlfriend, and I'm not saying if he beat her, but he was not guilty, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think not.
Not
guilty. Not guilty.
So why not give him a chance? I mean, this is the thing I hate about Hollywood. They always want to come down harder on everybody else, but people like Robert Downey Jr. and Brad Pitt and all these guys.
Mm-hmm.
If it was anybody else, these guys always get the second chance. Everybody else has to get canned out. So if they do give him a second chance, then yes, I'm 100% for that. Jonathan Majors needs to come back as Kane. I think Kane, even though he's not a great character, I really don't care for him, but he's an important character.
Mm-hmm.
And Jonathan Majors made Kane cool.
He played
because Kane was corny as hell.
Yeah, in the cartoons.
In the comic book, he's corny. Yeah, he's like a corny little green purple guy. Like nobody cared.
But Jonathan Majors brought that character to life, man. I really like the way he portrayed that character, and then I like how they had like a bunch of different versions of him.
Bro, he had to play a different version of himself. Every version
he brought to life, bro. Like, dude is good. He's really, really good. Give him the role back, and just let him do what he does, man. Good job.
Yeah, I like Jonathan Majors. I don't think anybody else is gonna play that role better than him.
He killed it, bro.
And I hope they don't mess up Doom by giving it to Robert Downey because, like I said, I understand there's a comic out there that Iron Man does become Doom in some alternate universe where him and Vincent Vaughn were in school together or some weird shit like that. They were classmates and they became. I get it. I can see where they're going with this, but if this is a way to introduce a different Iron Man, I just hope they don't screw that up and make whoever's going to be Iron Man next dope.
Yeah,
like like a different universe Tony Stark will be amazing because like I said, these guys are getting older. Real life is kicking in. These guys can't play the same characters forever.
Yeah, forever. Yeah.
So we do need new casting without the shock value. You understand? Like, we don't want it to be so abruptly where it's like, oh well, here's the new Iron Man and there's some random dude we don't know. I think this is the perfect time for Marvel to introduce people, like almost screen testing them. Like, okay, let's introduce a new Iron Man, but we'll get this new actor right here and we'll have him do some cameos. So almost make like their A-lister heroes B-listers again and have to work their way back up.
Gotcha.
Because remember, there's different universes now. So instead of be like, okay, here's a Spider-Man movie, Venom movie. Okay, those are over. Push them out the way. Here are the new Spider-Man. Here's new Venom. They don't need to do that anymore. We don't need that shock value of like, oh, a new Batman movie. Oh, it's made by who? Oh, it sucks. Like I think that's where DC is failing. Is like they're not introducing their new wave of characters. They're just like, all right, here's 3 Batman movies. We're done with that. Here's those 3 more Batman movies. We're done with that. It's like they're just like they're manufacturing this shitty characters, like
which is very hard for me to understand because DC animation is the best, bro. Like they make some really good animated movies. So I don't understand how you can't put that on the screen.
They can't figure it out to save their lives, and I think it's because of the shitty directors they keep getting that don't have no director credits in anything that has to do with comics. I mean, they got the Snyder guy. He was cool, but like even his shit was kind of like, okay, like this Doomsday movie is trash. Like how you mess up Doomsday killing Superman and Batman being there and Batman's still stupid. It don't make no sense. So this is what I'm saying. Like I think Marvel's starting to, and I don't know if this is what they're gonna do, but I'm saying this is what they should do: is introduce all their A-list characters that are like the Black Widows, the Iron Mans, the Caps, and all the Hulks, all these guys who are like literally about to retire out of filmmaking in real life and don't want to do these movies no more. Let's introduce like, okay, like here's a new Hulk that comes in. Let's just say, perfect example, the new Captain America movie. He fights Hulk, right? Let's just say during that fight, they're talking about Hulk somewhere over here in a different area, and they could introduce a new Hulk, a new person that plays Hulk.
But is it the same Hulk though?
I mean, it could be the same Hulk, but just a different actor to kind of
But
push.
okay, so
You
this is
know?
what I'm saying. When you say New Hulk, you're talking like General Ross New Hulk, or you talking Bruce Banner?
Yeah,
New
like
Hulk?
a new Bruce, like
A
a
new
Bruce
Bruce,
Banner
a new
Hulk.
Bruce Banner.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
got you.
So we could just get used to seeing somebody else as Hulk.
Play, got you.
So we're not like in shock value when it happens later. When let's say the Rufio guy can't play Hulk because he broke his leg or he doesn't want to play Hulk. You know?
Then, and right in the thick of things, you get this brand new Hulk, and it kind of feels
Yeah,
weird
it kind of
watching.
feels
Yeah,
weird.
I got you.
Yeah.
I got you.
So like,
Got
there's
you.
nothing wrong with a different character playing the same character, kind of
Mhm.
like we did with War Machine. We
Yeah,
had
yeah.
they switched out, and yeah, it was weird, but it was a shock value. Like, oh, we
Right.
were expecting him in the third one,
hmm
and it never happened. It was
Yeah.
the other dude. So this is what I'm saying is like, if you know these characters' contracts and they're not coming back, then don't shock us later. Just do it now. Just, hey, Bruce, I need you, and it'd be like a new guy. Like, oh, who the fuck is this guy? Oh yeah, and they can explain the shit later. I don't know. I'm just saying, like, I think it'd be better that way than
Yeah.
just having a panel of people. Hey, what do you think about these people? And then like we boo them to death, and then they do great work. You know, like, because people just don't like change. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So I don't know, but yeah, I'm really excited for Fantastic Four. I think it's gonna be great.
I'm excited for the Marvel MCU period, man. Like I feel like they're really getting back to that
Yeah,
that Captain America Winter Soldier,
yeah,
that Civil
and
War feel.
yeah, where it was just like basic but fun.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
A lot of action, and I know a lot of people online are like complaining, like, "Whoa, Galactus is so big. How are they gonna fight him?" I'm like, you do know Galactus can
Yeah,
shrink.
he can change his
Yeah,
size.
he can change his size. So like,
He's
Galactus,
a
you know, he could
is
do
he's
things.
what they call it. They call them a sentient being in that
Yeah,
universe, right? Yeah.
he's not a whole. He's different than the regular Celestials. He could
Yeah.
change
Celestials.
forms.
That's what it
Yeah,
was. The Celestials.
yeah, he could change forms. He can
Yeah.
make himself.
Yeah.
So I could see him like walking, like coming to Earth, you
hmm
know, and then like being because I'm sure they show all the meteors coming down is him approaching Earth,
hmm
and then like, you know, like, I don't know, but I'm pretty sure he's gonna eat the planet. Listen, there hasn't been a cartoon, a movie, or anything where Galactus actually eats Earth. We always stop him.
And
He needs to eat somebody's
yeah,
Earth.
but see,
You know what I'm saying?
and I feel like I think that's why Thanos works so well, because you finally got to see where the heroes don't win.
Right,
This was
right.
something where the heroes
For,
didn't win.
for
So
almost like 2 movies they were losing. You know what I mean?
and
I really thought this was
yeah,
I thought they were just gonna end everything. I was like, yo, if
yeah.
they end everything, I'll be okay with that because then they can start over new. You know what I mean?
So when he got the glove and he did the snap, you saw the heroes lose, and everybody was so confused about
We
yo.
didn't know what was
It went
that was the
against,
first time. Yeah.
it went against the status quo. Like the heroes didn't win this time, and then Endgame was so big because of the loss. They lost. So I think if the Fantastic Four lose their planet, I think that will set up for a very, very good storyline moving forward, man.
Yeah,
So
I agree. I think, like I said, they have to remember they're in the 60s, right?
hmm
If they want to get Fantastic Four in our universe or to a current universe where it's more relevant than their universe,
hmm
they have to get them into our universe with
Got
their
you.
technology.
Got you.
So imagine Reed Richard meeting Tony Stark for the first time in our universe.
hmm
And him having access to all that technology. Imagine all the shit he can teach Tony at that time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Because Reed Richards smarter than Tony Stark, right?
Yeah, because because look, if you really put it together, he's smarter than his dad too. Because look, in the 60s, he has flying cars already. In our universe, Tony Stark's dad was trying to make flying cars, and then he failed at it, like
Got you.
miserably.
Got you.
At Tomorrowland or wherever the World Fair, he tried.
Mhm.
Remember, I don't know if you remember in the movie, but he tried to put the flying car in it. He had these boost rockets. It lifted the car up, and then it broke.
hmm
That was in the 60s. So in these 60s, Reed Richards already has flying cars. and moving vehicles faster than regular cars. Like, so yeah, he's smarter. He's definitely smarter. Definitely smarter. There's nothing nobody can tell me. Reed Richards is definitely smarter than Tony's father and Tony. Now, people are gonna be like, well, whatever, but Reed Richards had a flying car before Tony Stark's dad did. Just
Yeah,
put
and
that in
then
perspective.
Reed Richards deal with like
Flying to the moon.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like he helped build.
he traveled through dimensions without magic, like
Yes,
Doctor
I
Strange.
believe
Yes,
Reed Richards is the smartest, right next to Vaughn.
yes. But there was some very good Marvel talk. But just one more thing involving Marvel. Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection is out for all of those nostalgia fans out there, man. It's on Xbox, it's on PlayStation, and I do believe it's on. I want to say it's on PC. Not 100% sure, but it is available for purchase for all those who loves the Marvel vs. Capcom fighting titles.
It's called Marvel what collection?
Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection.
Okay, let me see. Oh yeah, I remember when this was dropping. Yeah, you know what's so crazy, man? I have so many good memories of playing Marvel vs. Capcom. Like I can't even bullshit you, bro. I played that game for hours in the arcade, and it was just a good game to play, dog. Let me see. I want to watch the trailer. Is the trailer long?
I'm not sure.
I just want to.
Marvel vs.
Well, see, it's a bunch of titles in this one purchase. So
I think my favorite one was
games in the original Marvel vs. Capcom to the
X-Men?
3v3, which is really great. The addition
because you had all the
the 2v2.
The levels used to change, and they stopped doing that. I don't know why. I remember playing in the mall, and then you kick somebody out the mall, and you're in the street.
Yeah, I love those.
But this one right here, yeah, Marvel vs. Oh man, I used to play the F out that game, dog. Yeah, I'm excited for this. I it's crazy because I have these games laying around somewhere in my Xbox somewhere because I'm pretty sure I bought them.
Mm-hmm.
But I got them in my arcade cabinet. That's the best place to play them. Okay, I modded out my arcade cabinet. We got all those games, the original arcade version, not the Xbox, Super Nintendo, the OG main arcade versions that play with the sound and the coin up. And then I bought Adam a little game, like a small little handheld that has all those games on it that do emulator playing.
Mm-hmm.
Got all, it looks so good. I forgot the name. I think it's called a Wii U or some shit like that. A Wii U Pro Plus. I'll show you a picture of that shit. That shit is dope. It has all the games. It got like 1,000 games in that bitch, and they got all the Marvel, Capcom games, Dreamcast games. On a Crazy Taxi, paid like $80 for it or $60 for it, and it came with all those games. It's so dope. Yeah, it's dope, and the screen is like OLED. It looks amazing, bro. So good. But yeah, I'm hyped for that. That's pretty dope. I love Marvel games. I think the problem with me playing any Marvel games now that I used to play them with my friends and we used to battle for like quarters and money. And so it's different now. Like I don't have nobody to play with, and I don't care to play it against the arcade. Those games you play against somebody, and I don't want to play live with people from other countries because they fucking always whoop your ass. Like I want to play with my friends that are either as good as me or just suck as much as me. You know?
Yeah.
I think that's what takes out a lot of this competitive play is that there's so many kids out there with so much time on their hands that they actually play so good they make the game not fun. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like you're so good at the game, you make the game not fun.
Yeah.
Like I used to play Street Fighter so much as a kid that I was really good at it that when people played against me, they didn't like to play against me. And I made the game not fun for some people. But then certain people whooped my ass and then I just wanted to be better. So I don't know, I don't know. Like it's like when I play online with Dragon Ball. Like everybody whoops your ass because they're cheesy. They it's a ranked battle. They're just trying to win. They're not playing to have fun. They're playing to win. So I'm like, I don't know. It's just weird, but it's fun. I have fun back in the days playing those games, and they're really good games. So I'm down for that.
Yeah. Well, Ladies and gentlemen, we are out of topics.
Out of
I hope you enjoyed today's podcast. I hope you enjoyed the topics. I hope you have something to say about these topics. Let us know what you think about Kendrick. Let us know what you think about Trump. Let us know what you think about the trade of Luka Doncic. Let us know what you think about the Fantastic Four trailer. Let us know what you think about the Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection. Let us know any memories you may bring back.
Yes. And just let us know how we do.
Yeah, let us know how we do.
But all right, well, I guess we wrap it up. That's it. We in and we out.
Yeah, man.
My name is Ninja.
This is HP Early Bird, and I'm about to buy me some pizza.
Oh, that sounds good. Where you getting it from?
Pizza Hut.
Pizza Hut's good. Yeah, Pizza Hut's not bad. They got better pizza. All right, well, get your pizza, kid. We'll see you on the next one. Later.
Peace, people.
Pancake.